When it comes to quality local produce, great wine, fine food, beautiful landscapes, fascinating culture and ease of travelling, you really can't go past France. It's a country where the locals know how to live life well, and you will do the same when you come to visit this tantalising destination. To fully experience the joys of France, there couldn't be a better way than hopping from village to village by bike, and two regions that are absolutely perfect for such a journey are the Loire Valley and Burgundy. I'm going to be taking you through both these enticing regions in this episode with UTracks. Once known as the playground of kings, the Loire Valley is a beautiful region of rural France that runs along the majestic Loire River. To get to the start of this journey, it's only 1.5 hours out of Paris by train. It's an area blanketed with vineyards and dotted with ancient stone villages, but it's the multitude of lavish chateaux that make the Loire Valley famous.
In the Loire Valley, I think there are around 100, because there are of course huge and famous one, but there are also tiny chateaus, but they are all different, and everywhere you can stop with your bike, it will be a different experience, and everywhere you will taste different wines, different food, there are everywhere specialty and so on. So I think even if you have only a few days, you can have a touch of France everywhere.
Exploring the lavish halls, old stone fortifications, colourful gardens and regal chambers of these chateaux is like peering through a looking glass into the fascinating past of the Loire Valley. Since I was exploring these regions with UTracks, at the end of the day I knew that I would find myself in a beautiful hotel with a comfy bed, private ensuite and a delicious 3-course gourmet meal waiting for me. Let's just say I wasn't exactly roughing it. The range and quality of accommodation I stayed in both the Loire Valley and Burgundy was magnificent, and the meals that awaited me each evening showcased some of the finest regional French gastronomy. Following a tasty breakfast and huge bowl of coffee to kickstart the day, it was time to jump back on my bike to explore yet another beautiful region.
Now, while I've done cycling trips with UTracks before, this is the first time I've done a self-guided trip, and I have to say, so far I'm absolutely loving it. I love the fact that I can stop off where I want, when I want, and for how long I want as well. It really just leaves a spontaneity in the trip, and for me, that's absolutely perfect.
One enticing option for UTracks cyclist travellers is the beautiful region of Burgundy. There are a few regions on Earth quite as charming as Burgundy. It is an area boasting some of the planet's finest wine, magnificent chateaux, and quaint hamlets brimming with the finest local produce. Like the Loire Valley, the best way to explore this gem is by bike.
When you come in Burgundy for the first time, I imagine that you could be surprised by the quantity of food and wine that we get. We love to eat good things, we love to drink good things. We say we are Epicurean, so we love life and food and enjoy and share with friends. There is vineyards everywhere, tiny villages with small houses. It's not a big chateau like maybe in Bordeaux. It's really more familial and intimate, we can say.
When people think of Burgundy, for many the first thought that comes to mind is world-class wine, and that is for very good reason.
Each vineyard expresses different flavors, different balance, different body, and it's tiny, but we only make great wines.
There is something truly special about cycling through vineyards, to find yourself in the depths of a 13th century winery, sipping on the finest wine you've ever tasted in your life. Exploring France with UTracks, it couldn't be easier. They will take care of everything for you. All your accommodation, dinners, and breakfasts are organised for you. On top of that, UTracks will transfer your bag for you between hotels, which means at the end of the day's cycling, you'll have all your clean clothes and personal items waiting for you. And all you need to take on the ride are a few light essentials. They will organise and prepare your bike for you, including route maps and descriptions. And if you feel like making the journey even easier, you can always request an e-bike for that extra push. All you need to do is book with UTracks and they will take care of the rest.
Rural France, and especially areas like Burgundy and the Loire Valley, offer you just so many opportunities to get off the beaten trail and under the skin of the location. And undoubtedly the best way to do this is by bike. Whether it's stopping off at a local family-run winery, cafe, restaurant, visiting one of the beautiful chateaus that are scattered all over the area, or just visiting the local market to pick up some fresh produce, to have a picnic lunch later on, the freedom of traveling by bike means that you really can craft and create your own experience as you go.